Good morning guys and welcome to another video. You join me here today at Brooklands Hotel and Spa. We're at next to Brooklands Race Circuit. There's actually a race going on called the Shell Eco Marathon and it's about economy and marathons. We are going to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. This is my second time going to the Festival of Speed and it is going to be amazing. The weather looks incredible. It's the hill climb day, so there's lots of fast cars all racing up Goodwood Hill. Let's get going. I'm not one of the hotel vlogger room type people, but it is really nice in here. Okay, so we are in the car now. It's saying it's going to take an hour and 10 minutes. It's very warm and I've got my factor 50. Okay, Jerome. There is a car almost identical to mine, but his has definitely been lowered. We've got a Renault Sport Clio with an R32 in front of it and a Subaru WRX. Just going into Cocking. We're still in the queue to get in. There's a TTRS in front of us, and then in the mirror I can see Aston Martins, McLarens, Ferraris. This place is called the Nucleus. I have no idea what it is, but there's lots of security guards on the gate. And we have arrived. Look at all the cars. I think I put a bit too much on. First car I've seen is this 911 Speedster. Looks really nice. 510 horsepower, but it's about £211,000. These Porsches on this 4x4 Experience get quite dirty. My favourite shape Porsche at the moment is this Panamera Turbo SE Sport Hybrid. Wow, the interior of this car is amazing. So comfy. Look at that screen. Look at the size of the front discs and that caliper is huge. The caliper almost takes up half the wheel. Bit of F-type drifting. It's good drifting, but it's no Carl Farrer, what would Dango do? This thing looks amazing. It's a 2015 Porsche concept car. This guy just did a burnout, got so much smoke in the cabin and now he can't see. Here we've got Mad Mike Widett in his Lamborghini Huracan drift car. Not an everyday occurrence, a Huracan drift car. Waiting for someone to do a donut right in front of us. The new Z4, it's the first time I've actually been up close to one. I must say it does look rather good. I think I'd have one in black. Here we have the new M135i, so this is the new 4-cylinder, replaces the old M140i. I must say it does look better in person. Not too sure about the front grille though. Apologies for all the people, it's quite popular. This is the UK premiere of this car. So it's 306 horsepower and now has a four-wheel drive system instead of the M140 rear-wheel drive. The wing mirrors on this M850i are actually textured. Very strange. But the paint is very nice. After all the runs up the hill, obviously the cars have to come back down because it's a one-way street. As these cars come in, all the new cars, but in this case bikes, actually go out, run down to the start line. Race truck burnout.
I'm at the Radical stand now. I did actually go in an SR3 around Mallory Park, and it was rather speedy. Not a huge amount of space in them, but it's about 363 brake horsepower per tonne, which is about 3 seconds 0 to 60. I think they've got these little remote control cars for kids, but this old guy's loving it. Got camera envy. Here's the eagerly awaited new Land Rover Defender. To me it looks like a Discovery with a boxy shaped rear end. This one's actually got a snorkel on the outside. I wonder if that comes standard. Window to door ratio is really small. You see how tiny that window is? I know it's got a vinyl wrap on it, but I mean the actual window, not just that rectangle that's cut out of it. People are trying to work out what shape it is, because this one's been cloaked up. So they stick odd shaped panels over it so that you can't really tell the shape. Although this one is a very light cloaking. Got quite a nice shark fin aerial. Very intrigued to see how this shape of Land Rover goes down, because the Defender was a legendary car. Got to get full coverage. Velar. What an interesting name. I'm not sure how they chose the name, but I presume they had a meeting about it, and everyone sat around in a circle and tried to make the poshest noise they could, and they chose that for the name. Velar! I love this guy's glasses. He's got little heart-shaped glasses. Just remember that you're unique, just like everyone else. To be fair, I'm also looking under it now. Look at the size of the chassis, and it's got twin shocks as well. There's a real Thunderbird 2 here. It's only 35 grand. It's based on a Toyota Previa. Got a replica Porsche Speedster here, and it's only 30 grand. They're probably one of my favourite classic cars, just because of the shape of them. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure how I feel about a replica one though. So this MC12 replica has a LS3 placed in the middle of the car, so it's a mid-engined LS3. I actually don't like the shape of the Bentayga, but this one looks really good. Lower, different wheels on it. Great colour helps as well, I think. It's actually got different wheels on the right-hand side as it does on the left-hand side. I wonder if they know. BAC mono, I would absolutely love one of these. Single seat. Can't take any friends though, because it's only got one seat. I know what to film, the Red Arrows or the F1 cars.
A bit of a sighting lap. This car will be running at 200.
I think this has to be the best looking car here today. It's powered by an 8.2 litre Curtis V8. It's from 1921 and it smells very nice. First look at the new BMW. Sorry, I mean Supra. No, I'm joking about the BMW thing. It makes total financial sense for manufacturers to team up together and develop a car. And I do actually really like the Supra. Not sure about this fake vent though, or this fake vent either. There's a yellow one here and it actually looks really rather good. Although there's another fake vent there. Just going to go have a look at these low tie. Things I would do for an Exige 430 Cup Edition. 3.5 litre V6, 430 horsepower, and it weighs a little over 1100 kilos. Actually more brake horsepower per tonne than that Radical SR3 that we were looking at earlier. Definitely think this would be an upgrade on the Mazda. Not a lot to it on the inside. Look at that gear lead. Wow. Renault 5 Turbo, look at that, wow. Can barely fit the brake disc in there. I'm not currently in the market for a new convertible, but this XK does look rather nice, although it is 20 grand. This SL's only 15. Okay, I would totally drive this XFRS as well. I do really like this SL350 here, it's only £9,000, 2005 model. Do you think that would be a good upgrade on an MX-5? Leave a comment below if you do. Do really like the new Aston Martins, especially the new DBS. This colour looks amazing. I love the fact that Aston Martin is still doing the V12 thing. So this has got a twin turbo V12, 900 Nm torque. Problem is they now cost £250,000. Aston Martins are actually fitted with swan doors. You see how the door opens upwards and not straight out. This is so they don't hit curbs, and it's now become like a staple of Aston Martins. My first look at the DBS Superleggera Volante. So it does look rather smart. There's actually an Aston Martin going up the hill right now. So this one's recommended retail price is $284,000, but it's okay if you can't afford that. You can finance it from £2,500 a month. Rear end on this Vantage just looks great. This side profile. All-Star stand looks like James Bond's lair. This Jesko looks absolutely amazing. It's almost like a shark. How many ducts and vents it's got on the front? No way, just found a Koenigsegg Jesko. So this is the new Koenigsegg. I'm so excited to see this. Look at those carbon fibre wheels. I think there are aeroplanes with smaller wings than that. Power steering fluid and washer fluid. Even the caps, the reservoirs have Koenigsegg logos on them. Look at that fin on the air intake for the radiator. It's just floating in midair. Even the mirror arms look amazing. And that hinge, wow. Trap this poor bloke in a C3 box with a load of paint. Not quite sure what's happening. I think he's painting with toy cars. Very interesting. Oh, and his body, because he's absolutely caked in it. Like the transformer of tractors. It's also fully automated. Polestar have got this sort of weird art gallery thing going on where everyone just sits down and looks at their car. Oh, what is that? It's like one of those insects that lands on you and you want to squish it. This is the new Mini John Cooper Works GP. Did actually see a picture of this before I came on Instagram. Didn't quite understand the wrap, but now that I'm next to it, these are all race tracks. It's got some great vents on the side here, look at that. And the rear wing does look good. First time I've ever seen a Cullinan in person. Quite big. They reckon that this huge thing could do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Didn't realise how big it was. 2020 Mustang GT 500. Done a good job of getting that in there. This new Bentley Flying Spur looks absolutely mega. Bentley's still rocking the W12. I don't know why, but it just sort of feels like a bank vault in there to me. The glass looks so thick, absolutely secluded from the outside. Love how the vent is also in the shape of the Bentley logo. The headlights are absolutely amazing. Look at the detail in there. Giulia Quadrifoglio is a bit of me. I think the standard ones look absolutely mega, and this one's just got an extra bit of stance about it. Mention those dive planes, look at those. We've got a Jaguar XE SV Project 8. Sorry about the horrendous music that's going on back there. Love the honeycomb grille on this. And the rear diffuser has such a big ledge on it. They've even got a little sticker that says no step, like on an aircraft. This is a pre-production Volkswagen T-Roc R, powered by the same 2-litre TSI that's in the Golf R. Doesn't look that much different to a Golf R, if you ask me. Maybe slightly bigger. Don't quite get the point of a performance SUV, but each to their own. Now you're talking. Zonda Cinque, there's something about it. Just can't replicate them. This is the new BMW M8. Can't really see what shape it is because the bonnet's up. I think it's a 4-litre V8 with the 2 turbochargers placed inside the V. The wing on this Aventador SVJ is amazing. Look at that. I must say this Huracan Evo Spider actually looks really nice. It's not getting a lot of love next to that thing, but the little ducktail on it, I think it looks great. The front end on this Apollo is absolute madness. I've got no idea what's going on here. Found the wing of the week. Doesn't really have seats, it just has pads stuck to the tub. And for those of you that don't know, my favourite car of all time, the Koenigsegg Agera. I presume this one's a customer car because they are so rare. So this is a Porsche GT Street RS. I've not heard of it before. I think it's made by Tech Art, judging by the number plate, but it looks like a GT2 RS with some extra bits of carbon fibre on it. I can now say I've seen a Ferrari FXXK Evo in the flesh, and the new P80C. Wow. Okay, so that's my video done for Festival of Speed. Thank you very much for watching. If you get a chance to come to the Festival of Speed one year, definitely go. I've still never been to the rally stage at the top of the hill, so I must get there. I'm now going to do a quick video about this car park, so if you want to hear me waffle on about cars even more, make sure that you subscribe, because the next video will be a Dom waffling about cars car park video. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you soon. Cheers.